Okay, we're ready to practice. I hope you had a chance to walk around your house and find some blocks of your own and find some other objects around your house to measure. Let's take a look at this example that they've given to us. We're going to measure 3 different directions because we're trying to find the volume. So we're going to measure the length, which is front to back on this picture. We're going to measure the width, which is left to right. Those 2 need to come first because these 2 measurements will give me the bottom or the base of my Kleenex box or whatever your object is. Last but not least, we're going to measure the height, which is how tall, how far up they built it. So if we look here, it looks like the length is 4. Just count the cubes, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I wrote a 4. The width is 2, 1, 2, left to right, so I wrote a 2. The height is 1, 2. Yes, you do count that one also because it's still part of the height. 1, 2, so we put a 2. That gives me 4 times 2 times 2. To figure out the base, bottom, I'm going to take these 2 first numbers, the length and the width. 4 times 2 is 8. Then we need to deal with our height. So 8 times 2 is 16. So my number answer is 16, but I still have to label it. So on this picture, they're using units as well. They're using their little cubes on this picture. So I'm going to label it 16 units, and that little bitty 3 means cubed. It means I measured in 3 different directions, not 2 directions like we would a square or a rectangle, a flat 2D shape. These are 3D shapes, so we have 3 directions. Let's go down and look at picture, or actually let's go across and look at picture number 1. This one's a little bit bigger. What that means is I can fit more stuff inside of this one. So let's measure the length times the width times the height. So here's the length, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the width, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to stop right there. I like to do these 2 numbers first, 5 times 4. That's my length and my width, which means my base, my bottom. Now I'm going to stack blocks up. I'm going to build it up, 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 up. Let's count the height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I can solve 5 times 4 times 5, I will know my volume. Let's do the base first. 5 times 4 is 20. Bring everything down. And 20 times 5 is 100. So the number I'm looking for is 100. But boys and girls, if it's not labeled correctly, you could still miss it. So 100 what? 100 inches, 100 feet. These are just units. These are cubes. It's not inches, it's not feet. So we're going to label it units cubed, or 3 different directions. 100 units cubed. Remember, that little 3 just means we measured 3 ways: length, width, and height. So our final answer is 100 units cubed. Now, whatever paper you have on your Google Classroom, whether it's this one or something that looks different than this one, you're going to be doing it the exact same way. Measure your length, your width, and your height. Let's do number 2. Length, 1, 2. Width, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Height, 1, 2, 3. Length times width gives me my base, excuse me, or my bottom. So let's do that first. 2 times 5 is 10. Now, I can build up on that base. I can build a height. So let's do our height. And 10 times 3 equals 30. 30 what? 30 inches? 30 feet? These are just little squares. I don't see inches or feet anywhere. So they're just units. How many directions did you measure? 1, 2, 3. So that's why we're putting the little teeny tiny 3. Your answer is 30 units cubed. Last one we're going to do together. Number 3. Length. 1, 2, 3, 4. Width. 1, 2. Height. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's figure out the base. 4 times 2 is 8. Now let's build up on that base. Bring down the height. 8 times 4 is 32. I'm sorry, 32, Miss Dickerson. 32. These are not inches. These are not feet. These are just simply little square units. And we measured 3 directions. 1, 2, 3. Length, width, height. Final answer, 32 units cubed. Whatever paper that you have in your Google Classroom, go ahead and see if you can do it by yourselves. And we'll be back tomorrow.